up here and fill in the front row, folks. Good morning, Irvin. How are you? Well, good morning. I want to welcome everybody out to the campus of Georgia Southwestern State University today. It truly is a great day to be a Hurricane. We're going to introduce today the fourth men's basketball coach in the Division II era, Coach Kevin O'Connor. Kevin comes to us from Cameron University out in Lawton, Oklahoma, where he resurrected a program at Cameron in a very, very competitive league in the Lone Star Conference. And we started this process back on April the 5th. And we identified very early in the process a candidate that could match the upward trajectory of our entire university. Georgia Southwestern State University is the fastest growing state university in the university system of Georgia. We want our men's basketball program to be a sense of pride on campus, in the community, and on the competitive field of success. And we want men's basketball to be a rallying point of pride for all of our student athletes, for our community, and for all of the alums that have come long before we were NCAA Division II. So it gives me great pleasure today to introduce our new head men's basketball coach at Georgia Southwestern, Kevin O'Connor. Coach, good job. Hold up here. Do the video here for the... Reese, you getting that? Good? We're good? Everybody good? All right, I can sit down. Good. You got it. There you go, Coach.
Well, thanks, Mike. I'm really happy to be here, and I'm going to start this just with some thank yous because I'm not here without a lot of help along the way. I think you measure some of these things, press conferences, by how fast you thank your significant other. So I'll start out with my wife, Jessica. I love you. Without you, none of this is possible. So thank you to her first. And we're a family of four. We have two boys, Riley and Casey. Casey's 3, Riley's 1. So we can't wait to get him out here to Americus. Casey has his second T-ball practice today. And if he's watching right now, when you hit the ball, run to first. Don't chase after the ball. Excited to be here. And also, thanks to my mom who's here. She lives right down the road in Tallahassee, Florida. So thanks for making the drive up. The first thank yous for Georgia Southwestern, I'd like to thank my new administrators. Dr. Johnston, I can tell GSW, like Mike said, is in great hands, and our upward trajectory is only going to continue under you, and I'm excited for the opportunity to see where that takes us. And thanks again, Mike, Eric, the rest of the search committee. Thank you for selecting me. I'm going to work tirelessly every day to prove you guys made the right hire. Also, want to thank my former administrators who gave me my chance in this coaching thing. Way back in 2007, my high school coach, Fred Ciaglo, told me, you're going to be a coach one day. And to my coaches, who are now my current coaches here at GSW, I think that shows what power our words have. So, he told me that in 2007, and here I am today. So thanks to Coach Ciaglo. And, over my career, I've worked for a lot of great administrators at Arizona Western, Jerry Smith, at Murray State College, Zach Crabtree and Justin Kellum, at Cameron University, Jim Jackson, Kim Vinson, and Lou Izzy. I've had great administrators who have supported me along the way, and just thank you to everybody there. And I'm not here today without my fantastic support from my former players. A lot of these, I've watched some of these preparing to do this press conference today. The alumni from Cameron University and Murray State, they made me look smart sometimes. So just thank you to them, and they're great. Now I'm going to spend a little time telling you guys about my story. So I consider myself a decent storyteller, and I'll start with, I think one of my biggest strengths is talent evaluation. So I'm just going to take you a little bit about where I've been and how I got here today. So I graduated from a really small town in Western Massachusetts, high school. You might think Western Massachusetts farming community, that doesn't make sense, but that's what it was. Western Mass is a great place. I graduated with 42 kids in my high school, so small town. There's probably more than 42 kids that go to America's high school, so I'm familiar with the small town living. When I graduated, I went to a small Division III school in Boston, and I thought I was going to be a D3 hooper. When you first get to campus, they organize an open gym, and remember, I was a good talent evaluator. I went to the first open gym, came back, looked in the mirror, and thought, better start coaching. So I never played there. And At the same time, my mom, who's here now, accepted a job at the University of Illinois. And I said I'd transfer out there. A, if she can get me into school, it's a good school, which she did that. And also, B, if I could work for the basketball team there. And it's just funny how life takes you different paths. And, that ended up changing my whole life. So I went out there and I worked for my mentor, one of the best coaches in the world, Bruce Weber, for 3 years. I think one of my greatest strengths, besides talent evaluation and looking in the mirror, is work ethic. And I proved, as a student manager for him for 3 years that I can work pretty hard. So he hired me as a grad assistant at Kansas State, and we had 2 good years there while I was there, made it to the NCAA tournament, saw what, big-time hoops was all about. After that, I worked for some really good assistant coaches there too, Alvin Brooks III, Chester Frazier, Chris Lowry, and they helped me get into my start at the junior college level. So I was a full-time assistant at Arizona Western for one of the best things that ever happened to me was working for Charles Harrell. He trusted me. I was only 24 at the time. He trusted me with responsibility. He let me coach. He let me recruit and all that. So, the way he trusted in me as a young coach changed my life. From there, I somehow convinced Murray State College, a Division I junior college out there in Oklahoma, to hire a 26-year-old kid who knew nothing. One thing about me is I'm not an overnight success. My hands are dirty. I got calluses on them. I lost a lot of games. And that's just the God's honest truth. Wasn't all bad, though. We ended up turning that place around. By year 3, we were top 10 in the country for Division I JUCOs. We won a championship for the first time at Murray State since 1969, and I'm proud of what we did there. And they're still winning there. They're still doing a good job. So, we built a program, left it better than how we found it. From Murray State, got the same opportunity at Cameron University to restart another program. We had a great turnaround from year 1 to year 2. We competed in a really tough conference, like Coach Leader said, and we competed. We went up against a lot of really good competition, and it really prepared me as a coach to win games at the Division II level. And through all those journeys, it's led me to Americus, Georgia, and I'm ecstatic to be here. I'm ecstatic to, I walked into work this morning before we went out to the big build, and we were building a house out there in the community. That's where my guys are. My team is out there now, so also thank you to them. They're out there working hard, representing GSW out there building that house. But I walked into the gym this morning, and I just looked around, and I'm proud to be here. It's a beautiful place. I know that great things are going to happen here. So now to talk a little bit about some hoops and what we're going to do here. First things first, we're going to play extremely hard. We will make better husbands and fathers. We're going to make better men here under our leadership. And we'll have guys walk across that stage and shake your hand, Dr. Johnston. I don't know if you're watching. I know you can't be here today, but they're going to shake your hand. We're going to be proud of that. And last, I'll close with we're going to pursue greatness on the court every single day in practice, every single day when we step out there and tip it up. And that's it. So go Canes. Any questions from any of the media or anything?
We'll get you one-on-one.
Okay. Sounds good.
I get it, Doc. I appreciate it.
it at the junior college level, now at the Division II level. So I've done it at places that are great places. They were great in my career, but Georgia Southwestern offers a lot as far as support, resources, the Storm Dome. So, I would say the fact that I've done it there means I'm going to be able to do it right.
You talk about you being a great recruiter, being able to find talent. Obviously, you will look back on the roster and how it comes. But as far as just young men, where do you look for in young men to be a part of this program?
You start with the basketball side of things. Like, they got to be talented, good basketball players. From there, they need to fit the character, they need to fit the classroom, they need to check all those boxes. I think one of the biggest, most important things is also guys who are tough and work hard. So we're going to look for the complete package when we're talking about recruiting guys, and I know we can get those guys to say yes to come to GSW.
I know this is not home for you, so your mom is with you right now.
Yeah.
How excited are you for your grandkids or grandchildren?
Yeah.
You look close to their grandma.
Yeah, it's gonna. So my wife's from Massachusetts as well, but she's obviously my whole time in Oklahoma. So it's gonna be nice to have some help, and it's gonna be nice to have them see their grandparents a lot. I'm excited.
What do you like about the program? Like,
It's real. I'll say that. I walked into a restaurant last night, and somebody already knew I was the men's basketball coach here, and just friendliness and smiles, like they say, southern charm, southern comfort. I'm experiencing it, and I believe it. It's been cool.
thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.